Let's go, boys. Rip that guy. Dead. Yeah, some random guy died right in front of the thing. Just a coincidence, I'm sure. That wasn't very nice. Yeah, and it's suddenly daytime. Mm. I was trying to find a place for my webcam. I was like, oh, I'll put it like up here, but that's where the objectives are. And I'm like, okay, I'll put it there because this stuff is kind of useless. And then found out that's where the subtitles go. Okay, then. Yeah, it does 3 to 4 damage. And we managed to coin flip three times in a row. Nice. That dude's just hauling ass. I was going to put her in Overwatch, but when we discovered the guy, I figured she needed to get a kill. Oh, fuck me. Can't get them all. So we go for that, because that should force them to move. Messes up his cover, and it sets that on fire, so they shouldn't be able to use it. Unlucky. Surely he's not gonna die. Yeah, that's one way I put it, Central. What? How are they missing point blank shots? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, what a diseased level that was. Having my guys do like literally everything wrong. Well, like with me giving them the most tools to succeed. Yeah, this guy like acting tough when he did functionally nothing. So realistically, everyone would have survived, and I would have gotten all four classes. But I guess my guys didn't have breakfast because were they were vegetables. I don't have any other way to describe it. So that's our support. You can build them as a medic, or you can build them for disrupting fights. I feel like that we're missing context. All right, so that guy in the spacesuit was us apparently. Yeah, that's Shen's daughter, the guy from the first game. Dread. So the thing that's strange about this dialogue, canonically, XCOM fucking fails horribly in the first game. Like they don't even get past ballistic weapons in their research. It's just a blowout. So it's like they make they make the commander out to be like the fucking super soldier, and it's like he was kind of responsible for the catastrophe. Yeah, so this is the meat of the game. When you're not doing missions, you're flying around collecting supplies and getting contacts and shit like that. I mean, it's more interactive than staring at a spinning globe like in the first one, but yeah, so we can use weapon upgrades we get, and I can start working on magnetic weapons if I wanted to invest 28 days into it. Okay. I didn't actually know if I had a stable of recruits, so I guess we're doing this. Getting an engineer. Yeah, the original XCom soundtrack's a banger, so we're using that. Okay, so we got kill some guy in cold blood. Extreme prejudice. So those are the sectoids. The game will tell us if we find the enemy commander. So it's not like I have to just kill random things and find out. Nice. No crit from that side. Got him at least. Okay, so gotta get over there. Surely this doesn't backfire. And it's backfired. However, that could... Yeah, that's the commander, so... He might not fight us. He might just run. I thought that would destroy the wall. Yeah, he's just hauling ass. Wonderful. Alright, so grenadiers get more grenades, and you can fire them from a farther distance. There are skills that increase the damage they deal, but I might get like one of them, but I wouldn't invest heavily into it. I was about to say, like, somehow that's not line of sight. Got him. It, I have to get my ass over there and deal with the commander. At least I know where he is now. Going to Overwatch. Good to know. Getting the kill would have been nice, but I care more about getting rid of their cover. Increase our chance of hitting them with everyone else. Well, got lucky, but the game kind of lied. It was like, oh yeah, you'll just have vision of them. News to me. Typically, sectoids try mind control on their first turn, but typically is meaningless. I mean, it's very on brand for them to do the opposite thing of what I expect. So we'll see. Alright, well, he did try and mind control. Well, he didn't. Yeah, they can also create zombies. All you really have to do is kill the sectoid, and they just collapse. Nice of that guy to move closer to us. Fuck me. Less nice now. Surely this crits. Oh, nice, it did. Yeah, shame that guy got obliterated, but they were the only one to get hit, and it just so happened to be a killing blow. Propaganda machine in full swing. Yeah, they're just the assault, but they get a sword. Sword builds are actually pretty good. I typically invest in some of the sword perks. Certain enemies also have a melee vulnerability, sectoids being one of them. So you can just run them down. Your gear includes layers of extra padding and blast space, landing a bonus point of armor and 66% less damage from explosive attacks. Or your machine gun attack shred armor. That's Shredder is typically the better pick. Because 1 point of armor just reduces damage by 1, so. And it can be destroyed. Alright, what's him? Sniper. Nice. So I got one of everything now. Yeah, they get pistols. Pistols have unlimited ammo, like in XCom 1. Pistol builds are actually very good, but I'm probably not going to make my first sniper a pistol-focused character. The Avatar Project is the main objective, and we're gonna have to. We need to balance that throughout the entire game. You can get breakthroughs in research, and I was really hoping I would have gotten one for magnetic weapons, but I guess that would be too uncanny to have happen in Iron Man. Can I build anything? A power relay? That's probably good, but I don't need it immediately. I think a guerrilla tactics school is better. We can train some guerrillas. Yeah, you can give soldiers bonds by putting them on missions together, and I don't think it matters all that much. Like, the first thing that you get is like you can share a turn with your bond mate, and it's like if you're extremely far out of position, I guess that's okay, but like in most cases, I just feel like it's a waste of a turn. Later, you get one that I don't believe ends your turn, but it's still like it's a bonus move or one shot. The value isn't all that high. Dragon Rams do bonus damage to all targets, can set some targets alight, and incendiary grenade. That's actually pretty decent. So these units are they're basically hero units. Some of them are substantially better than others. Like I could realistically run a Reaper in every single mission, like conditions withstanding, like their stress and shit. Skirmishers, that's like, well, I guess I'll take one. It's like skirmishers have a lot of utility, but at the expense of any like functional value. Like they got like mobility, they can technically shoot twice in one turn, but it's like they they just don't do as much damage. I'm pretty sure that isn't consumed on use. If my character dies, I think it is, like if I don't recover the body, but I think we can use it without any real worry. Man, this guy's he's wigging out. So this mission is it can be a pain in the ass. We're also going to be introduced. Okay, I thought the game crashed. We're also going to be introduced to a new enemy type. Two new enemy types, actually. Yeah, so Reapers have improved stealth, basically. So you can realistically sneak a Reaper all the way across the map on their own. I mean, you can find out where everything is. Yeah, that's press X to doubt. Just because they have sniper rifles doesn't mean that they're good snipers. Let's put it like that. Yeah, so here the Lost. They're zombies. Do they? They're human shaped, but they don't look like any humans I've seen. So the Lost, if you get a killing blow on them with a gun, you get a free turn. Eventually, you can get a perk that you one-shot the Lost. So one person can realistically kill an entire squad, like an entire group of the Lost on their own. It's just until that point, the Lost are kind of a pain in the ass. And yeah, they have shit. They have a chance to avoid being revealed, and they have an ability that puts them back in concealment, but you can only use it once per mission. There are perks that make it harder to be detected, so I mean it's not that bad. Nice. I was afraid someone was gonna get clobbered. Well, we're just aggroing all the zombies. Looking like a juicy grenade angle. Let's see what shots he can take. It might as well take the time for everyone to reload. Not that I run into another pack of Lost. Hmm. Realistically, they won't make it to any of us to get a hit. Yeah. I have a feeling. creatures. There is a section after this, which is why I'm not using any of my resources. Because I don't know if it actually gets replenished, and I know it's going to be a lot more miserable than what we just went through. See, like, they kind of make the skirmishers out to be like the ultimate badasses, and then they're just very mediocre. Very reluctant to do that because I don't want my guys somewhere with no cover. So yeah, they're flamethrower guys. Flamethrower guys, when killed, have a chance to explode. Like that. Hmm. I'll have to hope this isn't close enough to explode. Alright, well, he didn't explode that time. Lucky us. So, on missions that have both Advent and the Lost, Advent sometimes will target the Lost. And I believe sometimes the Lost will target Advent because they're not technically aligned. They're just both against us. So yeah, thanks to Captain Dickhead, he attracted a whole bunch of these fucking ghouls to us. Yeah, combat. Not the, yeah, the fuel tanker exploding. Nice. So the Dashers typically have less health, but like the name suggests, they run very fast. So if I'm not mistaken, I have to migrate over this way. So for now, since I have to wait anyway, might as well get our guys together. Like, what is going on? Why is it doing this? I don't know why I was thinking. I knew that wouldn't kill it. Because the Lost are melee units, cover doesn't actually do anything. And they can't use cover either. The only thing cover does for them is line of sight. Nice. I gotta start migrating our guys to the evac. What? 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 They did like God himself just dropped a bunch of zombies just in a nice pile in front of us. Oh, that guy's alive at least. Yeah, it's not over yet. So, this is one of the chosen. They're functionally mini bosses. The Reapers all have special traits, which are randomly generated. So, this will either be easy peasy or a nightmare. So, surely they're not gonna Well, I meant to reload. I'm just glad that didn't kill anyone. What I was saying was, surely they're not gonna be immune to explosives and or Overwatch. Chance to return fire against missed shots does not trigger Overwatch. Oh, that's not the worst thing. Takes additional damage from 3 or more attacks in a single turn, and increased damage taken from Reapers. They all have increased damage taken from one of the hero unit types, so this is fine. But they cannot have the same traits. There are 3, which we will be meeting after this, I believe. So I don't want my guys to be too far apart. I don't want them all standing on top of each other, but my guys need to be near each other. Because the Chosen like taking captives, and we gotta prevent that. Putting my guys all here is actually a horrifically stupid idea, but fuck it. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, she has an invisibility by default. Yeah, I have to revive them. Otherwise, the Chosen will capture them. I don't know where they are, so there's not really anything I can do. And I mean, they're invisible, so I can't exactly do anything. I guess I can move them, but interesting. They really decided to run to us and then turn invisible. So Claymore is I don't want to say an advanced grenade because that doesn't really make sense, but it doesn't consume the Reaper's turn, and it also, if she is concealed, it does not break concealment if she shoots it. So I don't know if the Chosen left because they can flee. Or if they just like inexplicitly went invisible. Because you can kill them, but it's not permanent. Okay, can I control my character? I believe the Lost are infinitely spawning. They aren't always, but because the game really wants us to get to the extraction, I would assume that they're infinitely spawning. So I can't just hold my ground they until we run out of them. Intriguing, but highly disturbing. I admit I was hoping to be able to kill the chosen assassin, but is what it is. I'm hesitant to have someone go down there alone. Because I could very well see it being some like Dawn of the Dead shit where they drop down and there's just like 100 zombies waiting for them. What? What? Did that guy not have arms, or are they like flopping about like ragdolling? Okay, yeah, he did. Surely they don't all make it to that guy and beat him to death. Man, like this is some Left 4 Dead shit. Like the game is just deciding to make my life miserable and dropping in like 100 zombies in like some tiny corner that I can't see. Well, this is gonna be danger close, but I think he has to use a grenade here. Rip. Unlucky. That guy shouldn't be able to make it to us though. I don't think he can cover the distance. But if we just blast him, then same shit. Yeah, the mindless zombies have figured us out. Should be safe to just have him run up like that with 3 or however many people in Overwatch. Okay, well, my guys are trolling. Yeah, I just did that because that was a guaranteed hit. Or at least that was a guaranteed kill because I didn't want to coin flip. not killing the dude in melee range of my injured assault or grenadier. So like he has the grappling hook. Instead of just grappling hook, using it to like get straight to the Sky Ranger, he's like, nah, I gotta do this. Gotta have my last stand so I can get captured like a fucking asshole. And we get this like celebratory music, like, yeah, mission accomplished. Everything went just as planned. Yeah, so XCom has its own ability points that you get from like random bullshit, like, oh, you got flanking shot, so here's 1 point. And soldiers get their own as they level up. They can be used interchangeably, but it prefers using the soldiers first. Remote start is really nice, but so is Blood Trail. So I think Blood Trail first. Because +1 damage if the target's been wounded on that turn, so it as long as I don't have her go first, she just deals more damage. This is like a one use per mission thing. However, it does twice the damage of a normal explosive. These are both pretty good, but I want my first sniper to be more focused on sniping. So allowing Overwatch to trigger with squad sight means he can realistically stay at the very start of the mission and just snipe from like 1,000 miles away with his rifle with squad sight. Demolition isn't terrible in concept, but it deals no damage. So why use that to destroy arm? Why use that to destroy cover when I can just shoot a grenade? Like if another class got demolition, I could see it being more valuable. So Phantom, when your squad's revealed, they aren't, or Blade Master. All sword attacks deal 2 more damage and have +10 aim. I'm going for Blade Master. And yeah, because it was an extraction mission, we didn't really get anything. We got experience. That was it. So he's going to be captured until we do a mission to rescue him. Your rising revengeance alien. We have Raiden at home. The aliens are unpleased. Do not redeem. So, the Chosen show up not randomly, but infrequently to fuck with you. If you can kill them, you get 10 points, 10 ability points. If you just wound them and they leave, you don't get anything. Yeah, that's nice. Oh, choices matter. So their names are also randomly generated, but it's always the assassin, the hunter, and the warlock. That's their titles. I'll be honest, that mission went easier than expected. I should have probably brought rookies. At least like one. So now we can expand. More resistance outposts gives us more money every month, so it's actually useful. Yeah, yeah. So If I had the supplies, I could increase our squad size, but we're broke. And unfortunately, you have to find the black market. You can't just, like, go into a menu. So these are all extremely good things, but they're unique, so you can only have one. I have to make contact with New India to do that mission, but like I'm not in any rush. Uh, I don't think that should be so green. So if this fills, they can attack the Avenger, and that mission is a pain in the fucking ass. We have to basically unlock the ability to use resistance orders on them. Oh, we can already rescue him? I mean, might as well. Fortunately, we can only do one covert action at a time, if I'm not mistaken. Like, I send one of my good soldiers on a covert op, and then this happens instantly. Like, not even a chance to get the supplies before we get the shit put on us. Like, that was pretty clear. Dread. It's on the other side of the planet. What do you mean? In what world do we get there in time? Oh, it's not. It showed it in the African like peninsula. Weird, whatever. Uh, I mean, I can send these guys. They're just gonna have less willpower. So I guess it's not the end of the world. What a name. Yeah, yeah. Alright, well, gotta hope this goes well. Oh, jeez. It's fine. Surely it'll be okay. Oh, didn't mean to do that. That looks terrible. Like you got like a looked like they had like a baking pan strapped to their chest. So I'm taking a big gamble by using our tired guys. These missions are usually stressful, but they're not necessarily hard. Because a lot of the times, unless you're actively engaged with a enemy pod, they typically don't go looking for you. But we have to save a certain amount of people, I think. Yeah, I have to rescue at least 6 people. So this is good at least. Some of these don't have NPCs helping you. The ones that do, those guys get a turn of their own, and I don't know if it's intentional, but some of them can, this is a big risk. Yeah, let's not do that just yet. Some of them can take shots at unengaged targets, and there's like, they don't do anything about it. It's like they're just getting free hits. What I could have and should have done was sent her here to investigate. So stun lancers, I think they have a ranged attack, but they're mostly melee units. I will say these guys, however, do not deal much damage. So, I mean, they soften them up for us if they hit. But yeah, like these guys over here, they just get free shots. Like, they don't even respond. So I don't know if that's a bug or not. It's a little unclear. Hmm. Could run up on them with our sword, but then they would be vulnerable. Let's see. Yeah, he can shoot him, but I don't think he'll get a killing blow. Yeah, not without a crit, and that's a 0% chance. Still, should try. Unfortunate. I would have liked the free concealment. They have full cover against that guy at least, but he can run up on us, but yeah, he's attacking them instead. So that's effectively a free turn for us. It sucks that they killed one of the guys with guns, but is he dead? No. And I got migrate over that way. I'm thinking the sniper should have squad sight from up there. That's where I was gonna put them before, but the pod got triggered earlier than I had liked. Shooting some random woman. Yeah, I was a little confused when these guys just did nothing. But at least now I have a vague idea of where they are. I was pretty sure there were guys over here. Yeah, those goons. Unfortunately, they didn't stack up, or there would have been a lot of value from Claymore. I mean, oh, I didn't think there were people that close. Oh well. I mean, that's very much the case of not my problem. Normally, the game tells you about stuff like that. Yeah, these guys can miss the civilians as well, which is a little funny to me because it's like they're actually just wasting a turn at that point. It's rare, at least in my experience, but I have seen it happen a few times. I mean, we need a critical hit, but I think with Blood Trail it kills no matter what. 100% reveal. So yeah, there are these goons. They typically only show up on these levels, but I mean, they can be in other ones. They're also melee units. Yeah, remarkable. And like Resident Evil looking ass. No, the sniper, so I can give her pistol perks. Technically, if you're willing to invest the XCom points, you can give everyone every single perk that's available to them. But that's expensive. Fear of missed shots. Nice. Wonderful. So shaken is bad. They need to rest at that point. If they're tired, they can still function, but there's a chance they become shaken. And what we get? +1 damage. What do I want? I guess this applies. So that's a mission objective. That I'm in no rush. So we unlocked a mission to rescue Pradle Mox. I thought that was just gonna automatically give us the guy. Alright, resistance ring. Choices matter. The Last Airbender. So when this fills, you get put on a timer. When the timer runs out, the game ends. There are ways of lowering it. Yeah, that's something I should get rid of. The supplies are nice too, but I don't want to have a UFO following me around. So what is this? Just kill another commander? Secure and protect the transmitter. Okay. So this, you have to find the device. You don't start by it. It does, however, have a lot of health, so you have time. A lot of the times when it says like, "Oh, there's a bunch of stuff that you can explode," it's like it's vehicles. Like sometimes there are actual explosive like drums and stuff like that, but wrong button. I meant to hit Alt, not the Windows key. Oh God. Unfortunately, they don't have vision. The odds of this killing them is remarkably low, but they can't move any closer, so yeah. I mean, I could launch a grenade at that guy, but there's a chance that these guys go into stasis when they're dealt the killing blow. Okay, that time they didn't. Maybe explosives don't count, but there's a chance that they get preserved by a stasis effect. So the incendiary grenades don't do anything. If I had known that, I would probably use that instead. Um, this guy would probably be harder to hit because of the high ground, so If we're lucky, we'll light him on fire and he'll take free damage on his turn. Alright, 0 for 2. Convenient. What the fuck? What the fuck was that? I've never seen that happen before. Uh, So these guys are like inside there. I'm hesitant to have him run up because I feel like that'll trigger the aliens. And I don't want to do that before I get my guys in position. Well, did anyway. Alright, they cannot get close enough to slash the sectoid, which is unfortunate. So with his attachment, even if he misses, yeah, it deals 1 damage. The damage from that actually goes up. I should have moved closer. The damage from that actually goes up with better weapons, but I mean, 1 damage point is still like a, for me, that's like an acceptable compromise. Somehow, that one guy was still closer. Well, still a better chance to hit. Another grenadier. Revival Protocol, I think, is kind of whatever. I think Haywire Protocol is nice because you can hack mechanical enemies, including turrets. It's very difficult, but well, I guess unlikely. It's not really skill based. It's difficult, but when it works, it's great. I only have that one engineer, right? Yeah. Might as well check it out. The black market, when you find it, it will always be in that spot. However, they can send the black market into hiding, in which case it will appear later somewhere else. Yeah. If I had the intel, I would probably get that. I mean, I could get rid of this. Clip size increased by 1 is kind of useless. But still, I mean, I don't think giving away all my corpses is the play. Eh, do that. Oh, that gave us supplies. Shit. I thought it was intel. Whatever. It'll still be useful, just not immediately. Um, I guess I should finish setting up that for the Arctic. Because more contacts means I get more income. So doing this before the supply drop is ideal. So yeah, there are risks. So yeah, you can put an engineer here, which reduces the duration of the covert actions, but I need to get a power relay. 20 days on that, as opposed to what? 10. Because I need to get more power so I can put down more structures. I mean, I don't think this is the play. If I had 2 more days for them, that would be one thing, but I guess yeah, like I do have people. Like it's not like I have to run with rookies. I guess we'll do it. Surely it's not going to be a catastrophe. So burning is an interesting condition. It deals damage over time, obviously, and it prevents units from performing certain actions, whatever that means. It can prompt units to waste turns because they have to put out the fire, but it's a situation where it's like, well, it does less damage, so we're using it more for the utility than anything. Unless there are enemy types that happen to take more damage from fire, but if there are, I'm not immediately aware. Oh, fuck me. So, Vipers are a pain in the ass. Vipers can yoink someone to them and put the squeeze on them. It's, painful. But that is one reason why I, want to make my, what's it called? Ranger melee focused. Because you do get a thing that triggers a melee attack on enemy proximity. So you can, they can pull you in and then you get a free attack on them. I mean, if this kills him and he explodes, we get free damage on the Viper. I guess I have to try. And he missed. To 80% chance. Hmm. I can blast them and pray we don't get revealed, or I can try and set up an explosive to hit them. So the target preview tells me nothing. I can do this. Ah, oh, fuck. Same chance to hit. Please hit. You've missed like every shot so far. Okay, good. I might as well blow that up before I lose the opportunity. Because if the Viper yoinks someone in, then I wouldn't have been able to use the explosive without also hurting them. And unfortunately, that triggers those guys. Okay, then. Don't gotta worry about the Viper now. Alright, now everyone is just missing. Out of spite, I guess. There's not really anywhere good I can put them, so. At least that hits. Jesus. How are my guys this incompetent? Like, legit. Like, they get, like, the perfect. They get, like, the perfect ambush and then they fucking miss. And then they die for it. Like. It's. Like, it really is. It's nuts. So, what happens if I hit him with an incendiary grenade? Will he explode? Or will it just, like, not actually do anything? Okay, nothing happens. He wasn't even ignited, so I guess he's immune. Yeah. We're not done yet. Surely moving like the 3 steps to this won't trigger a pod. Yeah, let them come to us. Yeah, and there is dodging in this game, which is just an invisible number that just decides, like, well, they took less damage. It's not a miss, but it may as well be. basically a 0% chance to hit. Okay, that's 3 grazed hits. They should be dead. Like, they've been hit so many times that they may as well be dead. But the game really wanted to make sure that no fun was had. Is he gonna... Okay, I didn't know if he was gonna actually hit the Viper. Jesus. Well, I think this guy is a bigger concern. Aside from the fact that there's always a chance he explodes and kills that guy instantly. And what a miserable mission that was. The deaths were entirely due to, like, me just coin flipping tails like 5 times in a row. It's nuts. Like, I don't even think I did anything wrong. Surely I'll get left alone long enough to do this. Yeah, another engineer is nice. I think that's a priority. I mean, all that for a mimic beacon. I've never used them. They're apparently good, but yeah, they used to be ALML aliens. Now they're like Doom Eternal aliens. Mind Shield is nice though, as well as psionics. All right, we got a Templar, in Australia. The Templar is okay. Their main source of damage is a melee attack, unfortunately. But if you can get them rolling, they're actually pretty nice. Like, we just recruit them and they're immediately begging me to do shit for them. I mean, that is an extremely good reward. 2 grenadiers, an engineer, and intel. Which makes me think that this mission is gonna be diseased. But, so it says the Lost will be here. I don't know if that means it's going to just be the Lost. Yeah, the Templar has a machine pistol, which you think would be nice, but it's very underwhelming. It's like, I don't have any way of getting close to attack, so I'm just gonna use that. Yeah, Templars get focused by killing enemies with their melee attack. Each point increases their combat effectiveness and rend damage. And you can use it on abilities. Some of which are absolutely fucking terrible. What's the odds of running into Lost by doing this? Surprisingly low. So technically, I could. Where's the evac anyway? Okay, so they're up there, and then the evac's there. Seems simple enough, but there's gonna be more to it than that, I can already tell. Okay, so there are gonna be advent here. That doesn't necessarily mean there's gonna be a lot of advent here, but there will be a few. No rush. They're going on a fucking like Metal Gear Solid sneaking mission, so we can set up these guys for defense in the meantime. I don't know what's gonna happen if I don't kill these, so I think I have to. Because if I don't, with the knowledge that that guy's there, they could just kill him for all I know. Alright, good. Surely this hits for 5. Okay, well 4 is also decent. That's acceptable. I need to be careful with grenades because explosives can trigger the lost. Oh, wonderful. Well, that might have been the alien activity, was the chosen assassin just waiting for us. Sadly, their main source of damage cannot be triggered for the bonus actions. You do, however, get momentum to reposition. Because they would be unironically the worst class in the game if they had to run into harm's way with no way out to deal damage. Surely this doesn't trigger more lost. Oh, that's a mistake. Because that would trigger more lost. Like, I'm hesitant to get her because I'm afraid of the Chosen killing them. In fact, there's a chance the Chosen is making a beeline for this character anyway. I have to hope they just don't know they're there. Okay, well, now I know there were aliens. I guess, yeah, it would have said Chosen activity if it wasn't them. Yeah, yap, yap, yap. Well, I was hoping I would have been able to still shoot. So I guess I'm moving them there to revive this guy. Alright, not bad. I get them to safety. I wanted to see if I would see the other guys. Yeah, they have to get out of harm's way. Alright, well, they're alive at least. Oh, God. What are the odds? I was gonna say, what are the odds that that just gets exploded right now? This is looking like a catastrophe so far. Yeah, like, look at this. Like, a clown car of zombies just appears. Yeah, they can attack the the aliens, but they've decided to just do a little trolling so far. He's still disoriented. It's weird. I'm reluctant to throw a grenade in spite of the fact that I know there are all those lost there, which somehow are just invisible to us right now. Let's do this. Actually, no, let's not do that, because if I trigger that group, it'll be a disaster. It's hard to tell if this will actually do what I want it to. Hmm. I mean, I can do this and just hope that the blast explodes and takes out any of the zombies that are there. Okay, well, that didn't really do anything. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. Yeah, like there is that clown car. I gotta hope they don't get gunned down. They got lucky. Alright, resist the mind control? Well, they panicked, but at least they resisted it. They're alive, at least. Man, this is dire. Also, how are they, like, walking into the fire there and it just completely uncaring? I gotta hope. We gotta pray for RNG. So, there's nothing I can do to stop them from bleeding out? My guys are so they're so incompetent. Like for all the missions for that chosen to show up, and it would just so happen to be this one. So I guess I'm not surprised, but because there's nothing I can do for that person. They're just dying. If I had a way of stopping the bleeding, that'd be one thing, but I would have to extract them in 3 turns, and that's just not happening. Moving was probably a mistake because now their turn's over. But oh well, it is what it is. Alright, that deals with the zombie. I could have shot them, but we wouldn't have been able to kill the sectoid. The odds of killing this is a coin flip, which I'm not really willing to take. I mean, like, if I keep getting kills... Fuck. I was gonna say, if we could keep getting kills, then at least there would have been, like, a realistic chance to mop up. Because since he's blinded and can't see anything, I can... Well, I was gonna say I could reload and start blasting, but this is the best I can hope for. Well, I mean, they killed some of the lost for us. It's a little bigoted. No crit. All I gotta do is hit. Good. Yeah, plus 5 points for killing a chosen, which only vaguely makes up for my guy bleeding out in the process. Yeah, nothing I can do for them. I thought that was my specialist with a med kit, so that's my fault. May as well grab this. A hair trigger. I don't know if there was anything on them. If you leave them behind in an extraction mission, you don't get to keep any of the items they had on them. So in case they had something that I'm just not aware of, I think I need to extract them. For all intents and purposes, they're dead, but there's a possibility of an item. Yeah, somehow they had vision to shoot through the wall like that. I mean, we take those. I mean, I'm not complaining one bit. Pretty good. Classic. Or other shot. else to do. With luck, she'll kill that guy. Well, with luck, they won't be able to get close enough to kill anyone. Okay, good. I like how the game assumes that like the nuclear option is the play. Like, yeah, you want to blow up that explosive tank that your guy's standing right next to, right? Like, no, not particularly. So you do have to manually extract everyone, but that's not where I clicked. You do have to manually extract everyone, but it's a free turn. So like you can sprint there and then still use it to escape. I'll be honest, I was expecting a catastrophe to happen. When I saw the chosen assassin show up, I'm like, it's fucked. It's over. So one death is not good, but it's better than expected. A run and gun, I think, is better. Being able to sprint across the map and then blast something in the face, it just too much value. So, ordinarily, I would be prioritizing sniper talons. However, lightning hands is extremely good. It's a free pistol shot. It doesn't cost an action, so you can fire and then either fire again or use the rifle. And I can always decide to get that in the training thing later. So let's see. After attacking with run, print all damage from the next attack instead of moving. Target struck by bolt will be easier to hit, increase your squad's aim against the target. Single target causing it to take more damage. Or I can make them immune to fire, poison, acid, and explosive damage. I think we go for that. That just seemed head and shoulders above all these. I believe the XCom talents are randomized, but the base, like, class specific ones are not. Yeah, we got two grenadiers and the engineers, so technically that was still a net gain for us. Negative trait acquired, fear of the chosen. Wonderful. That's it for me for today. Thank you guys for stopping by. Like I said, the views, hosts, follows, everything. You guys are awesome. I'll be back on Tuesday, bruv. Same time. So, until then,